Here's how to train every muscle in the body with no equipment. No need for a $20 Amazon pull-up bar either. Let's begin. Back, table rows. Find a strong table, lie under it, grab the edge just outside of shoulder width, retract your shoulder blades, keep your spine, hips and knees straight, and pull yourself up slowly and lower yourself. This trains your upper back, mainly the lats and trapezes and a bit of rear deltoids, and also some biceps. For more range of motion, you can put a chair or something underneath your feet like this. And when it gets a bit too easy, wear a backpack and progressively put weight in there. Things like books or old plastic bottles filled with water will do the trick. Filling plastic bottles is good because they all weigh the same, which is great for progressive overload and tracking strength.
Using heavy bags or jugs of water can apply to most exercises listed in this video.
Door rows. Find a door, wrap a towel around the door handle like this, and place your feet so your body is leaning back and your arms are fully extended, keeping your body straight and pulling your chest towards the door. This does most of the upper back with lats and traps included, and also rear delts and a bit of biceps. If you want to isolate your traps, do the same thing but only pinch your shoulders back on the movement, like I'm doing here, no bringing your chest towards the door. If you want even more trap and rear deltoid activation, you can do the movement on your knees, bringing your face more towards the door and having your elbows flared out a bit like a face pull. And if it gets easy, wear a bag. If you have a water jug or a heavy bag, you can do 1 or 2 arm bent over rows, great for the lats, traps and all of the upper back. Also, you could do snow angels on your front on the floor like this, as another way of focusing on the rear deltoids and the trapezius. And finally, you can literally just do a pull-up on a door, as long as it's a strong door, you don't want it collapsing on you. Biceps. Not much for biceps. You can do a table row but with a narrower grip like this, or you could do good old-fashioned dumbbell curls, but instead of dumbbells you're using a heavy jug or a heavy bag. If you can't do these, put a towel under your feet and pull up as hard as you can. It's an isometric movement which you can do for a couple of seconds each set, and you can just do it underneath a fixed table or something instead. Bruce Lee used to do this back in the day, and he could literally launch people across the room. I'm not even kidding. Triceps. Overhead bag extensions. Grab a heavy bag, put your arm up and behind your head and fully extend your arm. Skull crushers. Standing or kneeling against a table or even a wall. Great if you want to isolate the triceps and you've got literally nothing to work with. Plus you can do this exercise laying on the floor with a bag. Tricep dips. For this you'll need 2 chairs set up like this. Arrange them like this so you can grab the backs of them with both of your hands. Grab them and lower yourself slowly. Keep your torso upright and go down as far as your arms will let you. And then push up. I'm doing it in the video of my feet touching the floor because quite frankly, my tris and chest are fried from another workout, and from making this video. But in your case, you'll be doing it with your feet not touching the ground. But you can do it like this if you're unable to do a tricep dip. Great way to progress to being able to do one. You can also do tricep dips like this, your hands behind you on a chair or something like that. Good for if you have only 1 chair instead of 2, or you just want to eliminate the chest portion of the exercise. Diamond push-ups. Like a regular push-up, but you make a diamond shape with your hands and your elbows are more tucked so you can have more elbow flexion for your triceps. Shoulders. So first off, you could do pike push-ups. Like a regular push-up, but you're bent over like an arch. Flexed hips, straight spine, but your head is going into the floor, but not banging into it. We don't want that. Oh! And if you're ballsy, I mean advanced, you can do a push-up against the wall like a handstand. And if you're a calisthenics god, you can literally just do handstand push-ups. With a jug or a bag, you can literally do lateral raises for the medial head of the deltoid. And you can do front raises for the anterior head of the deltoid. And rear delt flies like this for the posterior deltoid. And for brute strength and all-round shoulder activation, do an overhead press with a heavy bag or just any heavy object you can get your hands on. Chest. Right, push-ups, the classic. Trains pectorals, deltoids and triceps. Nothing beats it. Here are the different variants so you can be training the whole chest. Hands on a raised platform like a chair for incline push-ups to grow the lower chest. Feet on something raised for a decline push-up so you can emphasize the upper chest. Wide push-ups for more pec emphasis. Archer push-ups side to sides for more challenge and also to fix muscle imbalances. And if you're ballsy, one-handed push-ups. Or if you just want to train one pec at a time. And chest dips. one of the best. It's the same as a tricep dip, but you lean more forward and have a slight bit more flair in your elbows. And also floor pec flies. For the pectorals and the biceps, go slow and have a slight bend in your elbows. Targets pecs and a bit of your biceps. Forearms. This one's great, door gripping. Similar to the door back row, but you clutch the edge of the door with your fingers. You can flex your fingers, or you can just hold it, or you can do reps going back and forward. If you get a towel and put stuff on the end of it, like a bag or water, you can do pronated, supinated, and neutral wrist curls. You can also lean against a table or wall and do wrist curls, or hang under a table and do wrist curls as well. Or you can just hang from a door or door frame. Farmer's walks with heavy bags is a good one as well. It's like carrying shopping home. Neck. All neck exercises must be done slowly and safely with a manageable weight. No yanking and fast-paced reps. You do not want to be injuring your neck. Neck extension. Lay on your front and put your head at the end of the bed. Lower your head and flex and bring it back up. You can hold something behind your head like a book or something heavy. Do a weight you can handle and go nice and slow. For the front of your neck muscles, you can do the same thing but laying on your back. Slowly bringing your head down and flexing it upwards. You can put something heavy or a book on your forehead for weight. For the muscles on the side of your neck, you can lay on your side and have a towel wrapped around the side of your head. Attach weight to it, or you could literally just put a book on the side of your head. Flexing your head towards your shoulder and lowering. You can also do neck extensions standing with a towel in your mouth with weight attached to the end. Or just pulling on it with your hands. But for the love of Christ, look after your teeth. Don't do anything ridiculous. Legs. So, your classic squats and lunges, and you can wear or hold a bag to make it harder. This trains the whole legs. A harder variant of the lunge is the Bulgarian split squat. Put your back foot on a raised platform and lunge. An isometric leg exercise you can do is the wall sit. Sit against the wall with a 90-degree bend in your knees and sit for as long as you can. You can put a bag or something heavy on your legs to make it harder. If you're ballsy and want to train one leg, do it with one leg. And pistol squats trains one leg and is extremely hard, but when you learn to do it, you'll get a strong leg. These are hard to master, but once you get the hang of it, you'll have big and strong legs. Great exercise for if bodyweight squats are just too easy. And finally, jumping onto a platform or step-ups. Trains the whole legs and can make them big and powerful. Do these with something heavy and you're golden. Quads. Natural leg extensions are to isolate your quads specifically. You keep a straight back and hips and slowly go down, constantly flexing the quads, and you slowly come back up again, only bending at the knees. These are very hard as you can see, but if you get strong on them real quick and you're ballsy, you can use a bag. Glutes and hamstrings. Glute bridge. Put your shoulders on a sofa or a bed and be facing up and extend your hips to form a bridge and contract your glutes, like this. Have bent knees and a neutral spine. You can do this with or without anything, but if it gets easy, you can put a heavy bag and hold it to keep it stable if you want to make it harder. You can also do it with one leg as well. Rucksack deadlifts are great for your whole posterior chain, and also the whole body in general. But if you want more glute and hamstring emphasis, you can do the Romanian deadlift, with less knee flexion and more hip flexion for emphasis on the hamstrings. To isolate the hamstrings, you can do Nordic hamstring curls. Kneel on the floor facing forward and put your feet under something. Only bend at the knees and keep a straight spine and hips. Slowly go down as far as you can, keeping tension, and come back up. These are very hard. Being able to do them on their own will make your hamstrings big and strong enough. As of editing right now, I've just found this gem of a video clip explaining how you can do it with just a towel and a door. So if you really want to do this exercise, go watch that. And if you can't do those, you can do hamstring curls on the floor. Find a low friction surface, put something like a towel under your feet, and pull your ankles towards your bottom, keeping a straight spine and lifting your hips up a bit while you keep constant tension in your hamstrings. Calves. Calf raises can be done anywhere, but I do recommend doing it on something raised as you can get more range of motion. And range of motion and tension is what builds calves. You can also do it one-legged, or you could just wear a bag. You can also do them seated with your toes on something raised. Seated calf raises emphasize more of the soleus muscle, which is underneath the gastrocnemius. And if you put something heavy like a bag on your knees, you won't need to use all your arm and shoulder strength to hold it up. Last but not least, abs and core. So you got your planks, hold these for as long as possible, you can wear a bag or put something on your back to progress, and you can do them on your sides to emphasize obliques. So you got your standard sit-ups and crunches, best for the rectus abdominis, which is the showy bit. Russian twist for the transverse abdominis. You can do this holding nothing or holding a bag or something heavy. And the hollow body hold for another full ab isometric. And here's my go-to ab exercise, leg raises. Does the whole abs but also emphasizes more of the lower abs. And last but not least, getting on a low friction surface with a towel or something on your hands and reaching out like you're washing the floor, going as far as you can and coming back. It's basically like one of those ab rollers, isn't it? And now it's time for honorable mentions! Backpack swings. Like a kettlebell swing, but you're using a bag. Don't let go and thrust your arms up by using your hips. Great for training the whole posterior chain and gaining power. I could have put this in glutes and hamstrings, but it does a bit of everything and it's more of a power exercise, so I thought it belongs here, because it's just too cool. It's not one you see people typically doing, so that makes it really special. Farmer's walks or suitcase carry. This one is goated and it does literally the whole body. I did mention it in the forearms section because it does build big forearms. Your forearms are most likely to give out first, but it does the whole body, the traps, the back, the arms, the legs, the core, everything. It's extremely versatile and you can do it with one or two hands. Great if you want to be good at lifting anything in general and if you want to become an absolute unit. So there you have it. Now you know how to train everything at home and you haven't even spent a single penny. Now all you need to do is create yourself a solid training program. Experiment with all these exercises, but most importantly, train your ass off and have fun. I'll probably make a video about how to program properly at some point, so when it exists, you can click here.